for ways to master your mind before it masters you. There is a war, and it's not outside of us. It's not between men, power, or position. The war is internal, a silent, relentless battle between who we are and who we become. If we lose control of our own mind, many never win it. They are enslaved by their emotions, hijacked by fear, torn by desire, and consumed by the opinions of others. But we are not here to live that kind of life. We are here to master the mind or be mastered by it. 1. Starve the mind's weakest cravings. Your mind is not always your ally. It hungers for comfort, validation, revenge, ease. But none of these make you powerful. If you give it everything it wants, you'll become everything you despise. The Stoics taught us this through their actions, not their boasts. Epictetus was once a slave, chained in body but free in mind. Why? Because he refused to let the outer world govern his inner world. Every time we resist an urge to lash out, to complain, to give up, we weaken the leash the world has on us. We become untouchable, starve the mind's addiction to approval, and it will turn inward for strength. Starve its obsession with ease, and it will grow teeth. 2. Question every thought as if it were your enemy. Not every thought is true. Not every emotion deserves your trust. Most people are prisoners of the first story their brain tells them, but not us. We examine. We interrogate, we ask, is this thought helping me or sabotaging me? Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." Let that sink in every lie you believe about yourself, every fear you feed, every judgment you accept without testing. Paints your soul in shades of weakness. But when you begin to treat your own thoughts as potential enemies, you will train your mind like a sword, sharp, controlled, deadly only when needed. 3. Embrace voluntary discomfort to fortify the mind. Comfort is not your friend. It is a slow poison. What softens the body, softens the will. What dulls the senses, dulls the edge of discipline. Seneca, a man of wealth and status, chose often to sleep on the floor, eat the food of the poor, and wear coarse clothes. Not because he had to, but because he chose to. He understood the secret. If you expose yourself to discomfort willingly, the world loses its power to intimidate you. We don't wait for pain to strike before we train for it. We rehearse adversity, we walk into difficulty. Cold, hunger, rejection, not to suffer, but to reclaim control. The mind that has tasted hardship on its own terms cannot be broken by surprise. It becomes calm in chaos. It sees fear and says, "I've been here before and I'm not afraid." This is how we master the mind, not by shielding it, but by sharpening it, for detach from the outcome. Control only the effort. The mind becomes a prisoner the moment it ties its peace to results. We live in a world obsessed with winning, validation, and recognition, but the moment you define your worth by the outcome, you hand over your power. Epictetus warned, happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one principle. Some things are within our control, and some things are not. You don't control how others respond. You don't control the storm, but you do control how steady your hand stays on the wheel. Emotionally weak minds crave assurance, but emotionally strong minds commit to the process. Win or lose, they train not for applause, but for mastery. They show up not to impress, but to grow. When you detach from outcomes and root yourself in effort, you become dangerous because nothing external can break you. You're no longer playing for validation, you're playing for virtue. That's how you break free from the chains of fear and doubt, by anchoring your mind in what you can command. Your action, your attitude, your discipline, nothing else. The world will try to shape your mind with noise, with fear, with illusion. But those of us who walk the harder path, we shape our minds in silence, with reason and with fire. If this message stirred something inside you, don't just listen, live it. Stand up, sharpen your will, and own your fate. Subscribe for more truths they won't tell you until next time. Endure with strength and rise without a word.